Have you ever written down small joys? Not big achievements, not big special days. Just a small moment, something that made you smile, something that softened your day. Isn't it wonderful to live a life where we can feel joy often, or follow a career path where we feel fulfilled? A joy journal, by noticing and writing down small moments of joy, can help us understand when we are truly joyful. Hello, I'm Moon, and this is the Moon Reading Room. Today, I want to share a journaling idea. It's something very simple, but its impact is not small. I call it a joy journal. I didn't create this idea myself, but it helped me understand myself in a quiet way. A long time ago, I watched a TED Talk about career and life direction. At one point, the speaker asked that it is important to know what makes you happy and when you feel joyful. And not just what you are good at, and not just what your job title is. And that sentence stayed with me for a long time. And later, it reminded me of another experience from more than 10 years ago. I once had a session with a career coach, and instead of asking me to write the resume or list my skill sets, the first thing he asked me to do was this. Write down moments at work or school when you felt fulfilled and deeply joyful. Ironically, in a career coaching session, the very first thing to discuss was not a career path or a job title, but what I liked and what made me happy and joyful. At that time, I remember thinking, wow, this is very different from what I expected. And looking back now, I realized that both of these experiences were pointing to the same thing. Get to know myself by identifying when I'm truly happy is the very first step in making any decision about career or life. Very often, those joyful moments are not big or dramatic. They are small, ordinary moments that we easily miss or forget. And this is where the idea of joy journal comes in. So joy journal is not about big success or achievements. It's about small moments, and moments when you felt happy, fulfilled, calm, warm, or joyful. It could be a short conversation, a simple activities, or a feeling that passed quickly. And sometimes it's just a moment when you feel, ooh, this feels good. And for example, when I once submitted my joy journal notes to a career coach, 10 years ago, I noticed something clearly. I feel joy in groups when people talk freely and ask questions, especially in seminar-style discussions where people try to understand difficult ideas together. And I also feel joy when I can explain a complicated concept in simple words and someone says, oh, now I understand. And I feel joy when I help people understand and when I'm part of open and judgment-free discussions with a genuine desire to learn and grow. And these moments tell me something important about who I am. Writing a joy journal doesn't need to be complicated. At the end of the day or during your usual journaling time, look back and choose just one moment. Write down a moment when you felt joy, happiness, comfort, safety, warmth, or happiness. And you don't need to write a lot. One moment is enough. And this kind of journaling is for anyone who wants to understand themselves better and move their life toward more inner joy. It's not about changing your life overnight. It's about noticing what is already there. I keep a joy journal because it helps me understand myself better. And over time, I look back at these moments, I begin to see patterns. I notice what kind of situations, conversations, or activities bring me joy. And slowly, this helps me make life decisions toward a direction where I can experience more quiet joy in my daily lives. And if you like, let's try this together. And later, we can come back and see what we noticed. And slowly and surely, we may guide our lives toward a path that offer more joyful moments, each in our own unique way. And thank you for spending your time with me. And if you enjoy reflection, reading, and journaling, I would love to see you again here at Moon Reading Room. Bye bye.